just yearly
Live.
revenue, you think, across
What's up?
all listings?
What's up,
Yeah,
y'all?
something like that. Yeah, well, profit. Yeah. Cool, sweet. What up, everyone?
Happy
Yeah.
Monday.
It's come to my attention. I put the starting time for the stream at 9 a.m. Eastern. So we had people in here very early. I apologize for that, though.
Actually,
I mean, by
There
accident.
actually was some comments. That, like,
Yeah,
people
look, yeah,
in there.
you can see him in there. Yeah.
What's up, y'all? What's up, Alex, Mercy, Robert? Good to see you guys. Happy Monday. Great day to make some money. We got some great sales coming up
they already
very
started.
soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're already starting. Yeah,
Already started.
there's already money to spend, but
Yeah.
plenty of wealth to be had. They'll get even better. And then also, if you have not yet registered on Wednesday, we got the free class going down. Tons of actionable info for you guys, stuff we don't put here on YouTube. It'll be a ton of fun, and we'll see you live 7 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday night. Links down below.
Yeah, the past couple of days have progressively been the best sourcing days of the year so far. And that'll probably continue till Sunday or Monday, or at least Saturday.
Yeah, but last week wasn't bad either. We spent
I don't know
we
why.
spent 40 grand last week. It was just some random sales to pick up here and there.
I don't know why they didn't do anything for St. Patrick's Day, and then
Yeah, it wasn't as good as I expected. Now
Did
they're
that
like
already
way
happen?
better. It's weird. Yeah, it was when we were at Sellers Conference.
St. Patrick's Day was Sunday the 17th. What up? RA is my favorite bunch of gems in the store. Yeah, that's the cool thing with RA is that you can get so many reps in so quick, and you already know the buy cost. Like you can see the buy cost instantly, so you can make a lot of product decisions like pretty immediately, which is you really can't do typically, honestly.
R is my favorite. To find a bunch of gems, and so that's it. There's no better feeling than being on a treasure hunt and actually finding some cool stuff.
So G-Body, we're rocking ice blue at the wedding. It's come to my attention. Right?
No, you shouldn't be.
Wait, that was on the fucking thing.
Oh, is that what it's ice? It's like a navy blue.
Oh, it said ice blue on ours.
They have the paper. It'll be right.
All right. I mean, I'm just saying, if cousin Wi-Fi and I come drip down to ice blue,
They come up in red, and
it wasn't my fault. Like I just did what the paper said.
No, you did what you needed to do.
We also went to 3 men's warehouses too, so it was a major mission. Wait,
why? It was too busy. The first couple.
The second one was closed, and
that's on you. You guys should have called.
No. See, now I thought it was closed, but I didn't want to say anything because Danny was so determined. And then the first one, the vibe was off, and then the third one, there was an obese old man that was exactly what we needed.
So Warner, the question of how many 7-figure Amazon sellers does it take to get fitted for one?
At least 2 or 3.
Yeah, that shit was like harder than a lot of things I've done before. Like honestly,
I mean, it's the same as taxes, right? It's harder to do your taxes than to make the money.
I'm actually cooking through taxes. I'm almost done, honestly. I kind of know how to do it now, so I'm a lot better at it. So I'm moving way quicker.
For sure. Can you talk about price tanking? Should you give in or wait it out? That's a good question. If there is a good reason for the price to go back up, then you should wait it out. So seasonality, maybe it's a pair of slides this time of year, like that type of stuff that's about to pop off. Maybe wait it out, see what happened last year. If the same price is still available, you bought it at retail price, you found it on sale, and the sale's still there, and a bunch of people hopping on, there's probably no good reason why the price would go back up, and then you just take the L, reinvest the money.
Dude, and then I had to define calling to go on a walk once we got home. And I run into this guy I used to do shoes with from 2019 that I hadn't seen in like 5 years, randomly, that doesn't live in Miami. He lives in Philadelphia. And then this dude from Twitter that has a prep center was driving in a Lambo and called my name. And
he was feeling, Miles was feeling himself.
Yeah. Oh, no, it's lit. I mean, that happens like once a month, but like, yeah, it's cool. Corey, welcome back, family. Welcome back. Guys? Good. Finally, good back, right?
Yeah,
good to have you here, family.
Show up.
To finish the point about the price tag, it also depends on like how much value you have in that product, right? How much of your business is kind of trapped in that product. If your business is worth $100,000 of inventory and you have 50,000 in one product, that's probably a little bit different than if your business is worth that same $100,000 worth of product and it's only $1,000 in question. You may have a little bit more leverage to wait out something where you only have 100th of your entire inventory valuation in. Corey, what's popping? How's the day going?
It's going good. Yeah, sorry I was running late there, guys. I was recording an episode of the podcast. Didn't want to cut it off too abruptly, so I was jumping on a little late.
Who was it with?
Is your whiteboard completely empty back there?
I cleared it today.
He's
Well,
done-
normally I'm standing at my standing desk.
He's
so it's kinda-
visionless. How is he gonna know what his
No,
next
if you
plays are?
flip it over, I got a lot of sauce on the other side.
Corey Body, good to see you, family.
Yeah,
All right,
good to be
Corey,
here.
how was the second Miami trip?
It was awesome. Honestly, I had a lot more fun this time around, probably because I was there a little longer. But I mean, going to Moxie's twice a day for a
So
couple
we're
of
name
days in a
dropping
row.
Lutz now? Okay. All right.
I thought that was a well known. I didn't know that was. A
Wait, were
secret.
you not here last Monday?
No, I was. It was only me and Miles, I think, right?
No, I was here. Warner wasn't here.
That's right. Because I got home Monday morning and we
Damn,
jumped.
we're
we jumped
cooking
on that
Corey.
night.
All right, I apologize.
Yeah.
Jeez. Came in hot.
Yeah.
I was
No,
gonna say
but-
I've definitely like been on stream with you since.
Spent a good amount of money with Garrett here over the last week or so, which is
Right.
exciting.
Garrett's Garrett's got some Telegram to sell you, Corey.
No.
He's running a
I
Telegram
was
group.
was
so
trying to
anybody
think
that's
of of a good Telegram bit that doesn't.
I saw
throw you
him
in the
looking
ring
it
of
up
those
in his eyes. He
suppliers.
just looked like he was up to no good.
Garrett very much buys legitimate inventory for those of you who want to purchase from Garrett's wholesale company.
That would actually be a really funny April Fool's post. It's like, all right, guys, anybody that's interested in buying from me, here's my Telegram group. And just, like, play it off as like completely normal.
A little too close to home, maybe.
We got Father Jomazon here in the
What's
group.
up, Joe?
Yeah.
Dontrell.
Okay, Corey, what drip are you rocking to the wedding? Because I got my tux today.
So I'm gonna be probably this like navy blue suit that I just got recently. Either that or this.
Or he's
I
gonna
got like
fit
a
right in.
Is that what the groomsmen are wearing? Or like what's
Yeah.
like a blue tux or like black tux?
We're wearing
Well,
suits as guests.
nice.
Damn.
No.
Okay, that's
Oh,
what
Well,
I
I
figured.
just
I was
got
going.
this
I was
suit.
going.
I'm just
Dress,
looking
I was
for
going
any
dress shirt
excuse
with
to
tie.
wear
I
it.
was going dress shirt
Oh.
with tie.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, a little Monday dress.
Yeah,
Yeah,
little
Monday
insurance
dress, yeah.
salesman outfit. You know how
Bro,
you know
I'm
the
saying all
vibes.
you guys should do. There's like 25 heads coming from Philly. You guys should just fly into Philly and just get like a bus and shuttle everyone down.
That I am gonna fly into Philly for sure.
Amazon seller bus.
Have
bro.
that's a Max. Put Max on it. He'll take
It
care
is
of it.
closer to Philadelphia than Baltimore, just barely. So I am gonna fly into Philadelphia.
Yeah, that's what I'll do too then.
Sure. How many products a day do you ship to be financially stable? That is a very
That's a good
Relative
question.
very
question.
good
Yeah.
question. It completely depends on the products. Whatever, and that also depends on how much money you want to be making, right? Like, it's like there's no real good answer to like how many units to ship out. Like tracking spend is a better way to do it, because if you're trying to make $5,000 a month, like replace the 9 to 5 income or whatever, then you're spending probably 15, right? So I'd look at it in terms of spend rather than units.
But relative to all that, you should be tracking relative to yourself. It should be at an increasing trajectory. Whether you want to track units, inventory valuation, monthly spend, sales are kind of tough because it's just so up and down, fluctuating based on a lot of different factors that are out of your control. But regardless of it, and putting aside all the outside factors, you should be really having a pulse and tracking your monthly production inside your business. You can't expect your business to grow if your spend is going down. You can't expect your business to grow if you're producing less units month in, month out, right? So those numbers should be increasing for your business to continue to grow. Those are one and the same. Those are very, very much related to ultimately how much money you make in this business. When do you guys recommend using a prep center? Either you have a lot of money or not a lot of time. One of the two.
Oh, we got.
If you have a lot of
what is
money,
that? Broke up bubbles when he put the thumbs up.
Hey.
Oh, really?
It does it
Yeah.
on Zoom
Yeah,
too.
sometimes it'll do it on like Google Meet.
I have no idea.
All right.
Why,
He-
but
Yeah,
FaceTime
none of us
does
can do
too.
it.
I
Alright.
think it has it like heart or something. I don't know.
when Wi-Fi does that, he gets the heart.
Right. So if you have a lot of money, right, you probably have like a family, you're probably a little older. In that case, then maybe it makes sense to use a prep center, right? You have other obligations, other things to attend to, and you've earned that right. But on the other case scenario, if you're 18, have a lot of time, not a lot of money, you got really no business to complain about all the time that you're wasting prepping because you're just not worth that much, right, at that point in time. It also kind of depends on your state, right? California, obviously, you have probably more of a reason to use a
Don't
prep
be
center.
paying 10% sales tax.
Yeah, it makes your sourcing so much harder. But like Pennsylvania, Delaware, New Hampshire, Oregon, those states, you can just run up a bag,
Rhode
especially if you're young.
Massachusetts, New Hampshire, yeah.
Massachusetts? No.
Some types.
Oh,
Yeah.
What was your first successful sale on Amazon? I assume it's books for probably all of us, right?
yeah.
Yep. Yeah, mine was the Whole 30 cookbook.
Yep, mine was a cookbook. Yep.
The only reason I bought it, I didn't even look at like the Keepa or anything. I just saw a Reezy Resells video that he bought it like a month before that. I'm
That's
like,
funny.
He must be profitable.
It's good enough for him. It's good enough for him.
Bought a bunch of inventory last week. Have not gotten any sales yet for FBM. I started reprice 2 days ago. Still no sales. Probably no buy box rotating to those items. Dan, go to SellerAmp, go to buy box statistics, sort by type, and see if there's anyone who's FBM getting rotation on that item. You might have to just send it to FBA.
And it's tough because there's also the buy box eligibility argument of do you get sales before you get buy box eligibility, or do you get buy box eligibility?
What came first, the buy box or the eligibility?
Yeah.
That's the other thing I was thinking of in terms of like kind of brainstorming with Walmart. What do you guys think comes first, the software or the sellers? Like
the sellers are already there. The sellers are already there.
No, but like macros speaking, obviously the softwares want to see the sellers there, but the sellers want to see the softwares there. So it's like, all right, well, what is the prime mover of the other to happen?
I think we're seeing it on Walmart too, where it's like the data needs to be accessible too. Like I think that's why it sounds like some of these software companies are having trouble.
Well, the data comes first before everything, right? But assuming that's there, then it's like sellers are only going to go over there if there's like feasible and applicable softwares. The softwares don't want to necessarily produce something that's not going to be used and the demand's not there for. Right. So it's like you have a kind of like a catch-22 of like, all right, there's this marketplace where the data is not really there and it's not really in software, but I still believe it and I still want to go over there.
Yep. Yeah, I feel like it is. It's kind of got to be like the perfect storm of like a lot of those things like happening at once, really. So Andre asked here, he said, how do I start wholesale? Where is the wholesale course?
You got a lot of Corey Ganim videos to watch, my friend Andre.
Well, and also too, Andre, so it looks like you're watching there on my channel. There's in the description, I think it's the first link. It's a 100% free course, how to find your first or your next wholesale supplier. So it goes into how to find brands and how to find distributors. Super valuable. You should check that out.
I gave your PPC video a massive shout out in the LA room.
Oh, I heard. Yeah, Grant told me. I re-recorded it today, so that's like it's the same video.
Yeah, retitle.
It's a completely new video. It's a completely new video.
Retitle the current one though and make it like something that actually shows that the video has PPC in it.
Yeah, well, it didn't even mention PPC in the title for the longest time. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. But there'll be a new one, like same video, but this time I show my actual, like my campaign performance to date. So it's like, here's proof that it works. And then it's just like 3 minutes on how to sell.
That had to have been one of your first, 5 to 10 videos. That was early.
It was early. It wasn't one of like the first ones, but it's definitely the first one that like.
That's how it works though. Like I bet some of y'all's like one of your first 10 is still doubt. Because it's like
I think my first
you're like, I gotta share this with the world. Like I'm not content pilled yet. I'm just trying to like.
That's back when we had Grant slinging thumbnails.
Yeah, they were so bad, and I told him like, dude, these suck. Like, goddamn, these are bad. But
it took a long enough time for you to like replace that.
Well, I remember you texted me one day. You were just like, dude, like, I was like, all right, I'm texting him right now. I'm firing him from his thumbnail duties. But I think my first ever video was a cold call video. My first 2 or 3 were like cold call videos, and those have been definitely some of my highest viewed videos on my channel.
Back out. I'm looking at it now.
And they're just like fun too. Like I was like, nobody's doing these on YouTube, so like I'm gonna try to do them.
Has anyone beat me in the podcast world yet? Am I still
as far as like your episode?
Yeah.
No, I think your episode's still the most downloaded. Like it was the first episode on the podcast. So yeah. And I feel like that's probably the case for most podcasts. It's like first episode ever.
Nah. Chill.
Garrett's like, no, that was all me, baby.
Best credit card for cashback. Capital One Spark, 2% cashback, and the Chase Inc. Premier, which is 2%, and then 2.5% over 5K. Dude, honestly, Jody. First of all, Jody, you gotta sell the drip. You gotta sell the drip, brother. Sell the drip. You got way too nice a fit on to be talking about limited startup capital, brother. We got to sell the drip. Sell the drip. Xbox gone.
Like, I love the B-flip. Sell that Xbox.
Yeah, sell the Xbox.
That's so funny.
But yeah, I mean, dude, I would say Nike Out's the best place to start if you have one accessible to you.
Oh, I'm 600 views above Sawyer, who's number 2.
Sawyer
Yeah, I
Miles.
think Sawyer's first one was up there as well.
Bro, Corey, this dude Miles in the 08 panel, some poor dude asked a question. Miles was like, in complete seriousness, first, you gotta stop vaping.
Yeah, well, he was vaping. No. He was vaping. He was vaping.
No, I know, no, he was.
Damn.
And like,
He wasn't
no one-
expecting to just get called
well,
out.
no
like
one
that.
really knew how to react to it in the room. Everyone was just like,
Yeah, you gotta stop vaping. That's big.
I would have loved to have seen that. That would have been so funny.
Miles was over here throwing darts.
Can you sell the Xbox and get a Game Boy? Yeah, Game Boy colors are acceptable.
That's
There's
acceptable.
not much dopamine. Yeah, there's not much dopamine on those. Game Boy colors are acceptable.
That's true. There's no fucking like loot boxes on the Game Boy Color, right?
No microtransactions.
Normal for FBA returns to not reimburse the fulfillment fee. That is normal because they already did the work, so they're not going to pay you back for work they already did.
Are electronics a good market to be in on a whole Amazon? If you're new, no. Because replacements, returns, if you're a new seller with less than 10,000 to the business, it's probably going to put you back way farther than it'll put you ahead. There's just a lot easier categories, easier products to get into. Again, we love talking about kind of like that clothing, shoes world, just because there's so many different variations, so many different competitive advantages, no wholesalers to really compete with and deal with. Tons of price levers to kind of make things cheaper. But electronics, you can just like dig yourself into a hole way faster than you're going to get it out of.
Do you experience a lot of returns when you sell shoes? Yes, and it's not a problem though.
Yeah, you
What's
just
up, John?
look for more profit. What up, John?
John Body, what up?
Do you experience a lot of
John's talk was
returns
great.
when you sell shoes?
I was waiting for that.
Yeah, come on. You gotta listen up, family. You gotta listen up. Does invoices now? You'll just use the receipts, man. And yeah, I've used WSS several times.
For sure. Dealing with shoes with a bunch of variations, estimating sale. Good question, Frank. Most of the videos where, especially like Miles and I are looking at shoes and stuff, like you can look at what we're looking at. It's typically like data offers, a little bit like variations action. You can just kind of infer that, you know, the size 6 pink is probably not selling as fast as the size 11 black and white. All that good stuff.
Yeah, a lot of times when it comes to like a lot of variation stuff is going to be common sense, right? There's going to be some outliers where it's like the pink polka dotted, you know, left-handed thing like sells better for
The
some
weird
reason.
ones to me are when it's a variation, they're both the exact same thing, and one is selling for way more money. Like it's like two packs that got on the same listing somehow.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, but when it comes to shoe or like, you know, color variations or size variations, like the black's usually going to be the best seller. The size, what is it, like 9 through 12 when it comes to shoes, typically going to be the best seller. So a lot of it's just using common sense as well.
But also the keeper graphs are super apparent, right? You're going to notice the very more like boxy, flat nature of a keeper graph of a product that doesn't sell, right? As opposed to some of the faster moving variations, you can see like the oscillation, you can see the movement, you can see the price going up and down, you can see the offers going in and out, right? Whereas those slower moving variations, and if you go to any sort of Nike shoe, you can see it, right? Go to one that's 8, 9, 10, 11 of a black. It's really energetically moving up and down. And if you go to like the 16, it's very flat and boxy. And that's going to be a huge indicator of just kind of like that relative velocity across different variations.
So Uzman said he's thinking about starting to produce content related to Amazon wholesale. He's not planning to sell some course, but he believes it'll help with networking. What would you recommend?
Yep.
He's doing 10K in sales as of now. So I think everybody here's unanimous recommendation would be to do that 100%. Now, I don't know about you guys, but like what I usually tell people is just like pick one platform. Twitter's usually best for our business. And just start documenting what you're doing. Just say like, hey, I worked on the shipment, or I just called this supplier. Like, you don't need to do anything crazy, especially up front, but just let people know that you exist and then expand from there.
I went to 2 Nike outlets and was restricted from the 15% off because I was a bulk buyer, and even gave me a hard time using tax exempt. Probably just caught the manager or the employee on a bad day. Go back the next day with some gift cards, with something just to show that you appreciate, just to show that you care. Introduce yourself. You probably won't have that same sort of experience every time.
Cool. Yeah, Alex is popping, and occasionally you will run into that. It's just the weird nature that everyone's different. All the employees have differing levels of superiority complexes. and such.
You just got to also approach it with a confidence that you're not doing anything wrong, that you're comfortable with what you're doing. The more like awkward, the more like secretive and like weird you are about it, you just give off that sort of weird vibe. But like introduce yourself, tell them what you do, like, just approach it with a confidence, and you'd be surprised at how much that affects the result.
It's a fact right there. That is already out there, so no one can stand out.
You're not trying to trying to like release like groundbreaking info. You're just saying like, this is what I'm up to. Like, here's some boxes going out. Here's what I'm dealing with. Here's a W I had today. Here's an L I had today. Like, you're not trying to like, do groundbreaking research. You just need a couple other people to see that you're taking it seriously.
Even still, though, like everyone delivers information in different ways, right? Everyone relates to different people. And so from an audience perspective, if you're reaching out to 5,000 people, those 5,000 people may think Miles is a weirdo, may think Warner's super smart, and may think Corey just looks like a fake Mark Zuckerberg, right? And so like the same.
Well, that sounds like a smart individual there.
like the same audience is going to have all sorts of different perceptions of just naturally how people kind of convey a message, and you're going to have a group of people that relate to you differently than all of us, and that's kind of like the cool thing about it. Miles is in the zone right now.
Startup capital needed. You can $500 to $1,000 if you want to thrift some stuff. If you got a couple grand, then arbitrage. If you got 5 figures, and think about wholesale after you test the waters in arbitrage.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Miles right now, he's locked in.
Yeah, I'm getting radicalized on issues. For newbie, is it good to start with DVDs? Yeah, bro, definitely, man. Used stuff is great like that. It's nice and cheap. Same thing with used electronics, used books, that kind of stuff. Definitely.
Miles ball after this.
It's Monday. I am fucking back, by the way, too. I am back. I performed atrociously the past couple weeks after I went home to PA. But on Thursday, this dude called some bullshit fouls. So I had to let him know. I had to let him know. Subsequently, the next 3 games, getting absolute money.
What's the points per game average?
So we went 3-1 on Thursday. Games to 16. I had a couple big personalities on my squad, probably 6.5.
Okay. Okay.
Wow. So that's equivalent to like LeBron averaging like 40.
That's like a third of the points.
We're talking.
I mean, we're talking 50% of the points. I mean, is Wi-Fi in the squad or no Wi-Fi?
No Wi-Fi those games. Yeah. No Wi-Fi those games.
Somebody asked, did any of y'all do any other Amazon business models, or is it all arbitrage? So I'm 100% wholesale. I think you guys only do arbitrage, Miles and Warner, right?
Yeah. I did a little bit of wholesale too. No. Frank, you got to look at the Keep It Chart, brother. So it's very tough to gauge velocity performance if you're doing it based off the review counts, right? Because review counts do not take into account when that specific variation was created. The Keep It Chart for that specific variation does. You need to test some stuff out super light, and then eventually you're going to have a really good gauge of offer count oscillation to velocity and common sense around size relative to sales rank too.
That's a good answer.
Bro, glazing me, boy. Come on.
Is this like a maximizing kick Garrett out stream today?
No, it's the last time. Promise.
No, I'm definitely gonna get kicked after this. When is the back of a phone magnetic?
He kicked himself.
Unorthodox.
Can we lock it? Can we lock it so he doesn't?
I think he's the owner of the stream.
Y'all forgot who was
Wow.
That was funny.
Need help sourcing find your first product to sell? Rob, see here on my channel. Go to the launch pad down below. There's a few hours of video. It'll show you exactly how to do it. Checklist on what to look for, and a full PDF that'll walk you through it. But really just kind of getting in the reps, paper trade a couple products if you're scared to lose money, and go from there.
The other thing is, like, we all have tens of hours of live sourcing content on all of our kind of cumulative YouTube channels. Cool thing is, right, that shows the process. That shows the methodologies, the tactics that you can apply to any sort of brand that you're looking for, right? And so it may be not the specific products that we show on the videos, but it may be a variation of those products. It may be the same brand, right? It may be a different color, It may be a product from a competitive seller on some of the products that we're looking at, right? So use the adjacencies of kind of like the products we're going over, the products that we're discussing, that in correspondence with the exact processes, the keep a product finder, the reverse sourcing, the manual sourcing, all those sorts of things to apply it to your own business. And you're going to have a whole lot of success, right? There's tens of hours teaching you how to fish. You just got to pick up the rod and do it for yourself.
It's facts, G-Body Bends.
Somebody said, do you guys use QuickBooks plus Seller Board, or is Seller Board enough for bookkeeping?
Nah, you need both. You need both.
Yeah, so Seller Board's not required for bookkeeping at all. Seller Board's more of just like a nice to have to kind of get an idea of just like gross profit on a daily basis. The best case scenario is you're going to have a bookkeeper that has QuickBooks or Xero integrated with your Amazon account using something like A2X or Link My Books, and then you're going to get a legit P&L balance sheet every month from your bookkeeper.
So Corey, what have you seen as the most optimal way? Because I know you and Sawyer were dealing with some pallets with the new shipping fees. What are you doing mainly?
So, and this is actually, I should know the answer because Criselda does all of our shipments. I think what she's doing in Inventory Lab is she is adding a SKU to Inventory Lab. And so before you push it to a batch, it'll show you like your tentative destination. And so she's trying to get a tentative destination to a warehouse that's not like crazy far away. And then she's messing with the quantity to get the correct quantity that we are going to ship sent to a tentative destination that's close by. And then once we can get that, she's creating the batch, deleting the other shipments, and then sticking with the one that is going to the right place. And I think that's probably technically not within terms of service. I don't know for sure, but it's working for now. So we're just going to keep rolling with it.
Gauge the sales rank oscillation. No. Determine the offer count and price oscillation and common sense around that size. Like Frank, if you go on Amazon right now and search Nike sneaker, click the first couple options, look at the black and white size 9, look at the offer count oscillation, and then go to like a red size 14. Look at the offer count oscillation and keep a chart. There's going to be drastically different levels of activity. And it's the same way with
let's get rich.
Sadiq was getting to a bucket.
So Joe said a few of us just did that for a shared full truckload today, worked out all pallets going to the same location. Yeah. And then Angel said, is that basically what 2D Workflow does? I don't know if it does the exact same thing. From what I heard, the 2D Workflow method was patched. Did it get patched, guys? Do you know?
I have no idea.
I have no idea.
I don't know for sure if that still works, but yeah, I think it's similar.
Yeah, free training Wednesday, y'all. Check that out. So it's not going to be recorded, Robert. Our ASIN drops a no-go for Money Mondays. Yeah, Matt, because we're going to hop off here in a couple minutes because these buckets are calling my name. But I'll do some of those tonight or tomorrow if you guys want.
Cool. Yeah, be sure you guys come to the training on Wednesday.
Yeah,
yeah, Robert, it's not recorded. Sauce live exclusive for you guys.
G-Body Benz, are you feeling get to a bucket today, Garrett?
Bro, I can teach you how to bucket.
Yeah, Corey, who's your NBA comparison?
For me?
For you.
The water boy?
Like a Myers. What about corner? Who's yours?
Bro, I don't know. I haven't watched NBA in a minute.
No. Well, we can go historical.
Like a Gordon Hayward, maybe?
Oh, shit. So you're catching the ball on the wing then.
Yeah, I
so
played
Corey drains the corner three, huh?
Okay. Wait, you're Gordon Hayward, Corey.
I'm him.
Oh,
I'm him.
Bro's gonna break his leg on the first.
Meanwhile,
play
I haven't touched the ball in like 3 years.
Austin Reed. Okay. That's a hot take there too. No, Corey, you're like I'd say like a Myers Leonard.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like you might have a veteran minimum.
Didn't he get kicked out of the league for something?
For saying something. I think it was something like super race. I can't remember. No, he's in the NBA again though. He's in that. I mean, player comparison like how he.
So
plays.
that's the comp you're going with.
That's what he
Whoa.
No, I don't mean I like plays.
Corey's about to get canceled.
I'm getting canceled.
Oh, like a Tyler Zeller.
No, he was more of a big. I never was like a traditional big because I was
run it up on Twitter.
Oh, so you're a modern forward.
That's
You're a modern forward. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like kind of like a Gordon. Always played like the three or four.
All right. Garrett's like
TJ McConnell.
Deion Waiters without the offensive game.
Hassan said, "Point me in the right direction on where I can fully learn Keepa." Hassan, go on YouTube and search any of these guys' names and then the word Keepa,
Yeah.
and then you'll find a lot of stuff.
Why don't you release more like technical, like Keepa stuff like that, Corey?
I need to. Yeah, I should. And some of my
Ways
like,
on that too.
yeah, some of my like super early videos were me like breaking down a PO. Yeah, I'm gonna do more stuff like that. I've got that in the pipeline.
Miles, my comp is definitely TJ McConnell.
No, you're not handling the ball though.
Bro, I got the handle.
I gotta beat the press by myself if you're my 2 guard. Like,
Sadiq, do we have a Sadiq's relative in here? He said this guy got my last name.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, any big retailer work for that stuff. Cool. Sweet. All right. Hope you guys have a great night. We are brothers. Oh, okay. You guys are brothers. Okay. Sweet. Cool. All right. Hope y'all have a great night. Make sure you guys get registered for the free training going down. It's linked in the bio and linked in the description there. And we'll see you guys soon.
What's the 3-point the celebration? Are we just like
No, you can't. It's normal. It's normal. I expect it to go in. So I'm getting
There's no celebration.
because I'm guarding the guy who played Division 1, who averaged 13 points Division 1.